Welcome to the Project Metal Music's first ever podcast. On today's podcast, we'll be doing a review of Hivemind's gig at the Head of State in Newcastle, which is in the northeast of England. The layout of today of the podcast is we'll be doing about one a week. So, and we'll be uploading it to YouTube for everybody to listen to. So, let's get started. We are here with the brilliant Jeff Matarochi.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show.
Right. On today's show, like I said, we'll be talking about Hivemind, which is a Sunderland-based band, and they've been around for about 10 years. Recently, they have brought in a new singer with which she has, her name is Georgia, and the rest of the band are called Steve, who's on guitar, Jack on drums, and James on bass. And we'll be talking about Hivemind later on in the show. But first, we are going to talk about the two support acts that supported Hivemind at the gig on the November 23rd of 2018. The first band that came on stage first was the Plastic Thieves. Now, you can't find all of these bands on Facebook. All you gotta do is just when they come up, just have a bit of a look, see what you think, and then if you like them, give them a like. So, Plastic Thieves. Well, what can I say? They were a bit nervous to start off with. They were, but over time, when they were on stage, they were a bit, like I said, a bit nervous, a bit wooden at first, but over time they loosened up a bit and actually started to become more energetic, so to speak.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. They did a simple little six song set with a couple of covers, in there, and then but the highlight of it probably was the last two songs, which were original songs of their own, and you could tell they were a lot more comfortable at that time.
Yeah. They did say that that one of their songs is on Spotify. So I think on their Facebook page, I think there might be a link to Spotify. Yeah, there is. Yeah. So if you go to Facebook.com and search for Plastic Thieves, which are from the northeast of Newcastle, from Newcastle. So, well, do you want to add any more for the?
Yeah, they're like I said, they're a local band from the Newcastle area. They're unsigned. Looking at it, it looks like they've been around since early 2016. So they're still out there trying to get in the groove of making music and stuff like that. All in all, like we said, they were definitely more comfortable later on in their set. Again, this being the first time that I've been to the Head of Steam, the facility itself, for just to give you a visualization of it, it's a little bit of a strange setup. It's not a really big place. The stage is a little bit small. It's like about 3 meters deep and about maybe 5 meters wide. But all in all, it was a pretty good experience with this band.
Yeah. Yeah, like Jeff said, it's the Head of Steam. It's on a split level. When you go in upstairs, it's like the main bar area, and then you go downstairs to get to the actual place where the bands actually play. And the only way I can describe it is 2 squares overlapping at the corners. That's how I would describe it as.
If you look at it from above, it may look like a short little 2-step ladder to a certain extent, to try to give you a visualization about it. Some more information about the band. I don't know if we mentioned it or not. Them being a 3-piece band.
Yeah.
They're headed up by Samuel, who's the singer guitarist, and then Dean is their drummer, and they finish up with Lee as the bassist of the band. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like like I said before, whether it be like a bit of nerves going up on the stage, but they are well worth checking out.
Oh yeah, their original stuff was nice. The covers they did wasn't it a couple of Muse songs that they did.
I did hear somebody saying that they're like heavily influenced by Muse.
Yeah, by Muse and stuff like that. But to be honest with you, I enjoyed their covers a lot. Not their covers. I enjoyed their originals a lot more than their covers.
Yeah, yeah. Especially I think it was called Alter Ego. They said the first of the 2.
Yeah, I think so. Their song number 4, like I said, it would actually be song number 5 because it was only like a 6-song set that they did.
Yeah, I did quite like the Alter Ego, which is funny enough, which is actually on Spotify from what the band was saying. It's on Spotify.
Yeah, they do have, like I said, they got pretty much social media is covered with them. They're on, Spotify. Of course, they do have a Facebook page, and you can probably get everything through, iTunes that they have out. I'm doing a little bit of research on them. They have, 3 or 4, maybe 5 songs available out there. They do not have an EP or an album or anything out yet, but I think, like I said, there's still a work in progress.
Yeah, obviously they've been a relatively new band. So yep, definitely one of those Plastic Tapes is one of those bands where I would definitely keep an eye on.
Oh yeah, I think they have a bright future if they can keep at it. So.
Yeah, if they carry on the way they are carrying on, I would definitely say that they definitely make a decent living from what they're doing.
Yeah. Unfortunately, right now it doesn't look like they have anything going on in the near future. But again, if you think you might be interested, you can find them on their Facebook page and check out events. Of course, they're over here in the UK. I know that this podcast is probably going out to obviously a lot of different countries, but they're definitely in the northern part of the northeast UK. So.
Yeah. Right. Going on to the next band, which is a band called Motherland. Now, both myself and Jeff tried to find some information, some basic information about Motherland. We know they are a 5-piece band from the northeast of England. So. We don't know whereabouts in the northeast of England, but saying something about Middlesbrough. They're doing the end of your hometown gig.
Yeah, they're doing a show. It's on December 16th. It's called the Hometown End of the Year show, with 3 other bands that are supporting. And again, there's the information about this band is fairly limited. They do have a Facebook page, but there's not a whole lot of information on there. Basically, I think if you need to contact them, you're going to have to contact them through an email address that's listed on their Facebook page.
Yeah. It's like I wouldn't say when they played the Head of Steam, I wouldn't say I didn't like them. I wouldn't say I did like them, but it was somewhere in the middle. Whether I don't know whether it's like with them, it was the first time me seeing them, or what. I don't know. It could be the venue. It could be a number of factors.
Yeah, definitely. They probably had the majority of the crowd there for them, to be honest with you. But they were definitely having some technical issues getting going with their set and everything else like that. I don't know how much of that. I really don't think I can blame the sound guy who's at the facility for that. I think there were some issues with their equipment themselves. But once they got going, and they did a fairly short. It was only like 5-song set. They were fairly, kind of long songs, but time-wise, they were on the stage about the same amount of time that the first band, Plastic Thieves, was on that night.
Yeah, which is about 30 minutes, roughly?
Yeah, it was
30 minutes?
Yeah, roughly about 30 minutes.
Yeah, like I said, this I don't know if it was like I said, there was a number of factors why I just thought they were, I wouldn't say they were brilliant, I wouldn't say they were absolutely crap, but there was like, they were entertaining enough to want me to. They did enough to grab my interest, shall we say?
Yeah,
they did enough to grab my interest.
Yeah, I would say the show itself was fairly neutral for myself also.
Yeah.
Again, it would be curious to see what they would be doing in the future. The show that they're doing December 16th is going to be at the Westgarth Social Club down in Middlesbrough. Yeah,
I've been to that place. It's a canny size venue.
Is it? Okay.
It's a good size venue. Yeah.
So, if you guys are in the area, you might get a chance to get down there on December 16th and give a chance and see what they look like. They're playing, like I said, with what looks like 3 other bands that night. So,
yeah. On the technical side of things, the guitarist, one of the guitarists, because they are a 5-piece.
Yes, definitely a 5-piece.
One of the guitarists had some tech issues where he did say that he put on some new strings on his guitar, and from what I've been told from other guitarists is he never ever put on new strings and then straight after play a gig.
Yeah, because they got to get the stretch of the strings and everything settled and everything.
And he was having his guitar, what I think it was the G string.
Yeah,
was kept detuning itself, and he had to constantly retune the G string.
Yeah, I think he was having some issues with his tuner too on that note. So.
Yeah. So. I would definitely say I would keep an eye on Motherland.
Oh yeah, you have to give them another shot. And see, like I said, I'm fairly neutral. I'm not going to say I didn't like them, and they weren't fabulous either. But like with anything else, and of course them being a 5-piece band, the lead singer actually does play guitar on a couple of the tracks that they did. So basically, you're looking at a scenario where you have 3 guitarists, a bass player, and a drummer, and then like I said, for the first 2 or 3, so the music itself is a little unique, but like I said, I'm curious to see what they can do in the future.
Yeah, like I said, it's just like for me anyway. There's definitely grabbed my interest to warrant me to actually to keep an eye on them. So right. Coming up now, we have the brilliant Hivemind. Now, when I first heard of this of Hivemind, it was back in June of 2016, when they supported Lava Frog at the O2 Academy in Newcastle. Now, they, like I said, they were supported Lava Frog for one of their EP launches, and this was when their previous singer Lauren was in the band, and I was definitely definitely became a fan of the band then, and I had to. I wouldn't say I had to, but I decided to follow this band because the style of music that it got my interest in the style of music. And over time, the band improved with Lauren and everything. And but unfortunately, beginning of the year, Lauren stepped down for personal reasons, and the band decided to get a new singer in the name of Georgia. And I can basically turn around and say that between the two singers, I would say Georgia is more energetic, more of a personality on stage over Lauren. I totally love Lauren as a singer, but to me, Georgia is more of a personality on stage than Lauren.
Yeah, for myself, this being the first time I ever seen the band, actually being in the UK, I never did get a chance to see them with Lauren. So, I've heard them, via the internet and everything else, and I enjoyed the band and everything, and I was really curious to see what was going to happen with the change of the lead singer. You never know if the band's going to go in a different direction, a different style, different genre, even for that matter. The show the self that they did, they did like a 7-song set, and the first couple you could tell that Georgia was a little nervous, but then after that she opened up and she was really energetic. It was a very good show that she put on, and you could tell that she got a lot more comfortable as the set went on.
Yeah. When I was talking to Georgia after the band came off stage, she said to me that this was the first first gig she ever done in 4 years. So it's like I could tell. I could tell that she was really nervous at the beginning of the actual set. But once she, like Jeff said, once she got into it, after the set 2 songs,
after the first 2 songs, she just opened up.
She opened up and literally started belting the songs out, moving about the stage, interacting with the crowd, with the guitarist and the bassist and even the drummer. She was moving up, and she became relaxed and enjoying herself.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, the whole band looked really comfortable. Everybody seemed to be really into the set and everything like that night.
Yeah, it's like the first song they did was an old track called "Riot Envy," and that was written with Lauren when Lauren was still in the band, and she was like Georgia did it pretty well actually, pretty well. The second song, I don't know if it's an older song or a new song. I don't know, because I haven't heard it before. It's called "Anything You Want." Like I said, I don't know if it was. I don't know if it's a new song or an old song, because I don't think I've heard every single song that they've done. But when they got the third song, which is like a new one called "Knees and Toes."
Yeah, it was kind of. I think it was actually like head, knees, and toes or something. Yeah. It was almost like a child's song, but they actually did it quite well.
Yeah, it's like, especially with like in the rock. Like especially in the rock genre,
yes,
type 5. It was just like pretty good. That's when Georgia really opened up.
Yeah, I think she was having fun singing that one, and that kind of loosened her up for the rest of the evening.
Yeah. Then they came up. Then they did like an old song called "Judge, Jury, and Executioner," Now, I know this one is an older song because I first heard it back in end of 2017. It is a good song, and even George has said that this one's like pretty cool to sing. And it was like she said it's one of the best ones. She says one of the best older songs they've got in the repertoire. So,
yeah, for me, I've heard both versions of that song, and to be honest with you, I think I like George's version a little bit better than Lauren's. But again, nothing against Lauren, and because of situations beyond our control or beyond her control, she ended up having to step away from the band, and I know that.
Yeah. It's like I said. It's like. Yeah. I've heard both versions, and I like Jeff said, and like I've said, nothing against Lauren, because I love Lauren as a singer, and I think George pulled it off even better than Lauren.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, coming up, the next song that they did was Test Dream, which is a new. These next three songs are actually brand new songs to which they've for the last few months. Georgia and the boys were busy writing new songs, and like I said, the fifth song that they did was Test Dream, and what do you reckon to it?
Yeah, I enjoyed.
I know I enjoyed it, but what do you reckon?
Yeah, I enjoyed that track. I enjoyed basically all the new stuff. I know that they, when we finally get down to the last one, I know they have a lyric video. Well, it's not. I don't even know for sure if it's a lyric video. I'll have to check
it is sort of like lyric video. As I was talking to Stephen, he said that the guitarist, Stephen the guitarist, he said that they wanted to put out some form of video to go along with the track, and it was sort of like the easiest way for them to and easiest and quickest way to do it was to do a lyric video.
Yeah, and George is on the screen the whole time that the video is doing. So maybe they were doing it as a nice way to introduce everybody to her too.
Yeah. So then the sixth song was Born to Thrive. Now, like I said, this actually is a new song, so I quite enjoyed this one. I liked it because of like the way Georgia was actually moving about on the stage and interacting with the crowd and stuff like that.
Yeah, she was definitely really comfortable by this time. At this point in the set, she was, like Elle was saying, she's more energetic and more interactive with the crowd at this point. So. Yeah,
and the last song, We're Just Friends. Now because this is like their new single, which you can get on. I think Stephen said that you can get it on pretty much on every download site like iTunes, Spotify, places like that. You can just type in Hivemind and do whatever on whatever platform that you use to download music. You can just type in Hivemind, We're Just Friends, and you can actually find it on there. Well, this was when this last song, what the band did up for the set. They did. Lauren and the band were literally so pumped for this song that it's just like they were like really getting exuberant in the performance. They were getting.
Yeah, actually, Georgia was really excited by this time. I think she has a lot of fun singing this song.
Yeah,
it definitely comes across in her performance.
Oh, good, yeah. She was like, it's like I tend to watch all the band. I try to watch all the band at the same time, and it's like it can be. I could tell that the band were actually loving this song, literally loving this song to play live, and it's just like, it was fun to watch live, shall we say? Very fun to watch.